Happy Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Normal World. I'm Dave Landau.
And I am Quarter Black Garrett.
Oh, what up, son?
What's up, Dave? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Doing good.
Joining with us, Angela.
Hey, like and subscribe. Hit
yeah.
the like button.
Smash,
Tongue punch it.
smash that like button.
Drop a
Tongue
comment.
punch that like button.
Just yeah, you know what to do.
You know what to
You
do.
know what to do. Okay.
There you go. That's already
Oh,
the first 2 seconds.
that's right.
Sorry.
So,
Literally under a minute.
the best way to say it, tongue punch that like button can be ours.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
ours.
that's us.
Yeah, there you go.
Clickbait.
That's right.
It's in the it's in the below section too.
It
Down
is.
here.
Jailbait
Perfect.
that like button. Back on the show today, because he just won't leave. You can see him Saturday with me at the Chandler Performing Arts Center in Chandler, Arizona, just outside of Phoenix, and in Billings, Montana. You can also check out his new movie with Matt Rife, Don't Suck, as well as One for the Road. Please welcome Derek Richards.
Good to see you guys.
Hey, good to see you.
I am, listen, I'll be happy to leave. I don't know why you got to be rude.
I was just teasing you.
All right, whatever.
I'm happy you're
So
here.
you can leave.
You-
You can leave.
I thought
didn't
we'd
sound
give you
forced.
a good comedic jostling.
Thank you. Oh, is that what you call it?
I don't know.
Yes.
I was caught in traffic for an hour and a half, so I kind of meant it. Where are we gonna be in Billings, Montana?
At the Alberta Bear Theater,
Thank you. That's what I keep.
downtown Billings.
That sounds cold. Is it cold?
No, not this time of year, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was strategically booked.
All right.
I've been there when it's cold, and they do not mess around.
Montana is rough when it's cold.
Montana is very rough when it's cold.
Yeah. What's the name of the state? The Big Sky.
Big sky.
Big Sky.
Mm-hmm.
That's because there's nothing.
Just a big ass sky.
A lot of sky. The Alberta Bear Theater.
Good reason.
Billings.
Place.
Good
That's
reason for
it.
you to come to the show.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do you
See
got to do?
something.
What do you got to do besides meth? So come out to the show. Garbage people. Now, joining us as well today, I saw him at the Mothership. He's a door guy there. A very, very, very funny comedian, and that's why I invited him on the show. He's making waves in the industry. Please welcome Tony Casillas.
It's good to be here, Dave. Thanks for having me.
Dude, thank you for coming
gets the
in.
clap.
Personally, I like people from Billings, Alabama, or Montana.
Oh man.
They-
Billings,
don't do-
Alabama's good too. Don't.
They don't do math. The sky's gorgeous.
Alabama though, they do math.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, terrible people. I mean, part of Alabama.
Yeah.
Some of Alabama's beautiful.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
their cousins.
The pines,
That's what they'd say.
the Alabama pines. You seen the
No, I've
pines
not
there?
been to the pines.
You know, some pines aren't nice. They are very dead and prickly,
Yes.
Oh.
and it's at the end of Christmas. But the ones that are fresh in the ground,
Are happy and joyful.
But doesn't that make your state kind of crappy if pines is what you're bragging about?
yeah, because it covers all the badness.
Yeah.
It covers all the carny folk.
You can
Cover
use them.
everything with
You can use it to
pine
beat the carnies with it. Just get away.
We just lost every viewer.
Yeah.
Let's go state by state and just
Done.
roast everyone.
Yeah. You really can. Alan Quinn has a great book that just trashes all 50 states, and it's really an enjoyable read. And it's right on everything they say about Michigan and Texas.
Yeah.
Right. New Mexico, you're next. You suck as well.
Wow.
Nothing to do there. Just
You from
empty.
New Mexico?
No, I've driven through it. It seemed nice.
You've driven through it and you thought it was nice.
Yeah.
But you kept
Are you
driving.
blind?
I don't know. They had everything you need, like Taco Bell's, fucking. They had an AMC. Like I was like, whoa,
Touche.
I could live here. You know,
Even like authentic Mexican food in New Mexico. Put your hands on some Taco Bell. They got Taco Bell. I like how that was the first go-to.
Oh, I'm a simple man. I am a
all right,
simple
that's
All
man.
you need.
The second one was AMC.
Oh yeah.
They're like, look, they got a movie house. There's tacos. What are you looking for?
Some popcorn, watch a movie.
Dude, my dream in comedy is to blow up so I can be a part owner of a Taco Bell and just walk in and be like, fucking couple of
Chalupa now.
quesadillas right now. Fucking walk out
Locos Tacos.
without
in my
paying
hand.
for it.
I feel like every owner of a Taco Bell has walked in and just been like, what the
No.
Like
And he
none
looked
has
down and
ever
said
walked
Taco
in and
Bell.
been
He's
like,
like,
could you make me some of that food? They've just been like, what is this? What is
What
this?
do you think this was?
We sell it for $1 and we're still making money.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
You're still clearing a profit with your dollar menu.
Oh, I worked at a Sonic where the manager would come in and make us cook for like her family of 12, like 3 times a week. It didn't. We had to like cancel all the orders that were in front of it, and she's like, "My family's here. It's time to cook," and we'd have to make like a full family meal.
And
believe
meanwhile,
that
there's a
accent
guy
is-
with wants a cherry limeade, punching his screen, wondering where his cheesy tots are. You know what the problem with Sonic was for me? It's too much.
Oh,
Like,
too many. Yeah.
You gotta lower the options.
Oh, you mean the variety?
Oh,
Too much variety.
yeah. There's way too. There's like there's burgers,
Yeah.
chicken.
It's almost like those
Tacos, hot
Greek
dogs.
diners in Connecticut and New York, where
24-hour
they drop the
breakfast.
menu on you, and
Breakfast.
it's like the Bible.
Yeah, the 24-hour breakfast. It's like then it never tastes like breakfast now, does it?
No,
I would never. After working there, I would only eat the hot dogs at Sonic.
Why?
That's not a good sign.
Just eat the hot dog. It's the freshest thing.
What about ice?
freshest thing.
Ice cream's great. The ice cream's great. The slushes are great.
Oh, thank God.
Get dessert,
Okay.
but like I would not get the burger or the breakfast. The breakfast ain't. It comes in a lot of like cans and yeah. Yeah.
By the way, I just looked it up, and there's over 1 million drink combinations between their fountain drinks and slushes.
That's their thing. Hey, they've got
A
that
million
on lock.
63,953 to be exact.
That's a lot.
That's what I mean. That's a lot to put on a young boy working a register.
Oh, sorry.
out of his
Sorry, what
mind.
did you want to get?
Yeah. Cherry limeade swirl with jelly. I don't know. I don't think I could
It's
handle
with
it.
Reese's cups.
Yeah, like,
Oh my God.
it's too much.
At my college Sonic, if you ordered a drink Nicki Minaj style, they would put a chicken strip in it.
Are you serious?
What?
Disgusting.
What?
That's a little racy too. That's a little racy.
Yeah.
Nicki
a second.
Minaj style?
Didn't even think about that.
It was just a thing that they did in.
Is that how
College
she
Station.
ate stuff, or just?
No, it's how David Duke ate. That's insane.
Nicki Minaj style.
I do. I don't know. I always like the commercials though, with the
Commercials are
two
great.
guys that
dudes?
weren't horribly diabetic or obese from eating it every day.
I just hated it because it brought in so many people. Those commercials.
Yeah, it worked.
They phased those guys out. They're too white.
Yeah, they didn't want them anymore.
Yeah. I would say white, straight and white, but
I don't think so.
you saw the commercial.
No, those guys ate some Sonic and then just BF'd.
They love
me that
they
foot-long
love the
cheese
hot
coney.
dogs.
Yeah, that's why they had footlongs. They added it to the menu so those guys could share
You're not
it.
supposed to keep licking the hot dog. You got to bite
Lady
into
in
it
the
at some
Tramp.
point.
That's the last commercial. Just going.
Just going ham on it.
We wanted
24 hours.
You want chili? We'll make our
Oh
own.
no, eat the hot dog like this.
That's okay.
Don't stick it to the end in your mouth and then go like this.
See those guys? They're doing it in a convertible with the top down so Earth can see. Putting on a real show. There's
Son of God.
Open the roof so God can watch you.
Also, I don't think anybody was that happy ever ordering Sonic or 2 people. It's always like last option. It was always like families, like kids yelling in the back. The wife is just like, I want a divorce. I want to leave this guy. Fuck, screw the kids. Like,
Yeah, you're fine.
yeah.
Don't
It's a
worry.
popcorn shrimp.
We knew it was going to happen. But yeah, yeah, I remember Billy Gardell I brought there when he was still fat. Mike and Molly fat, not Bob Abishola thin.
Bob Hart's Abishola. Yeah.
But this is when he had diverticulitis, and I'm like, we go to Sonic. Like, we're just wolfing. As newly sober, and he's sober, so we have to do something to hurt ourselves. Right. And this was before he got a call from Chuck Lorre, so he hated life.
Yeah.
So we're just like wolfing down cheese tots after a show.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Dude, it was, and then it had the French toast bread on the burgers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Texas toast. Oh,
Oh yeah, dude.
I like how some restaurants want to
I
go
just
out of their
wanna
way
go
to
get
make
some
things
burger.
healthy for people.
I'm really hungry.
Like some places go the healthy route with things, but Sonic just says, watch this.
Yeah, they've got their niche and they're sticking to it.
Yeah.
There is nothing better than going to a fast food restaurant with a friend and just picking out. Like my buddy came to visit me from LA and I took him to Whataburger and we each probably had like 3 things on the menu. And we're just in our car eating it. We're like, we're not going to tell anybody about this. This is our little secret.
This is a shame.
Yeah.
This is our Brokeback Mountain moment. It's
Right.
just eating 3 different kinds of burgers. Like,
You look over and Randy Quaid now's on a horse watching you with binoculars.
They hand you your order and then a shot of Ozempic before you drive off.
Dude, I'm with you though. So many people are like, "Let's go to In-N-Out," and I'm like, "No, Whataburger."
Whataburger's burgers are way better.
They are.
Yeah, their French fries are.
They're okay.
They're a little.
But they're.
But the burgers though.
But In-N-Out
Spicy
is a
ketchup?
little overrated.
Thank you. I say that and I get roasted all the time. In-N-Out, your fries suck. Your burgers are greasy. They're always like slip-slopping out of my hands.
Yep. College
Outta
kids
here.
used to go there and do awesome stuff, but you know what college kids don't do now? Awesome stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Most protesters recently on the what is it? Portland State University.
Is it Portland?
Who knew that would be?
An issue.
Wow, what a guess. They locked themselves in a library. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, and most protesters left the university. They were worried because they were going to be arrested.
Yes.
And they were behind barricades. Let's go ahead and take a look at the clip. Now, what they've done.
This is great.
Me and Anthony used to talk about
Oh, dude, they got shields.
their dads coming outside and just being like, "What happened to the recycling bin, Joseph?
Too damaged.
You've ruined the trash can."
They're like, no, I threw a fireball at you. You're supposed to go to the ground.
I got a shield. It's made of Rubbermaid.
Yeah.
Why did it
Plus
hurt?
2 AC.
Why did it hurt when you hit me with metal?
I could watch cops tackle protesters. Oh, and that is my new Pornhub.
Dude, we were watching it in the bullpen.
I will
I
will go through one hotel towel after another,
I
watching protesters just get tased by the police.
They're not protesting anything they understand.
No, exactly.
It's kind
They're
of like
idiots.
how they're making armor that they also don't understand out of trash cans.
Yeah.
I like to imagine
Rubber trash cans.
someone gave a speech in the library, had like a Nerf gun. He's like,
Yeah,
"We're gonna
yeah.
go out there and we're going to show them.
We got it, guys.
Get them.
But peacefully, because we can't have guns.
We're gonna take over this state.
Yeah, we got to be
The
gentle.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, it really is the Lost Boys.
I'm looking for a Rufio out there,
They're like, we don't believe in God though, so none of this is holy water.
It's just piss.
When you guys were younger, did you guys ever think about protesting? Going
Hell
to
no.
a protest?
No.
No way.
No.
I loathe
why?
protesters.
I saw-
anyway.
I saw PCU in the theater when I was 11, and
Okay.
for some reason I liked it enough to hate protesting because that was the first time PC came around, and then you thought it would go away after that.
Nope.
We didn't realize it would come back and stay.
So I went to college in Denton, and there would be a lot of protests. So me and my roommate Kenny, we would do a thing where we would get really high, and then we'd think about it. And if we were like, "Nah, let's just watch TV," we realized, "Oh, that's not a fight for us." So yeah, I think people, because I think a lot of people just see like, "Oh, there's a group of people. My friends are going. I'll go
join
too."
in.
Yeah, I'll join in. I think you should get really high, and if you'd rather watch like a reruns of the Brady Bunch, you don't really care about the issue.
That's a good.
Oh, of course, yeah. If you get high and you realize you'd just rather not do anything, which is most of life.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem with weed for a lot of people is they smoke it and they go, it's not really worth it.
This is a bunch of bull crap.
They sort of realize the value of things is very little. Hate to say it.
I just don't understand any of these kids locking themselves in any campus building.
Well, while you're in a library, why don't you read some shit?
Yeah. Yeah, like what you're protesting. Yeah. So you can kind of understand a little bit about what this is all about.
Yeah. Why don't you start whipping through a Quran? And
My old man.
Oh wait,
My
a
old
second.
man would have taken a claw hammer and just dug the back of my head out.
dude, if my parents were
are
paying
you
for my
kidding me?
college
Oh,
and
yeah.
saw me on the news.
Oh, done.
Fortunately, I only went for one semester and paid for it with dime bag money.
That's good.
Sweet.
So you weren't a good salesman.
No, I did all right. It's community college.
Oh, okay.
But I paid for it in cash.
That's the way to go. That's what I did.
But I just learned film.
Yeah.
So I wanted to learn, and then I was like, I'm going to go now because the rest of the classes I don't want to know about.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like they'd bring you into the office and be like, hey man, you know you gotta take all these math classes and like the English classes and stuff. I was like, I'll do it eventually.
Uh-huh.
And I just did all the ones I wanted to do.
Good
Just
for
screwed
you.
off.
Yeah.
It worked out. Hey, look at me.
Smart.
I took one political science
Retard.
class because it actually did fascinate me.
I took a debate class, which was interesting. It didn't help, but you know, it was fun to watch.
What did you go to college for?
For film.
Film? Yeah, there you go.
At UNT, yeah.
Yeah.
But they also made us like take like like history and film, and I was like,
Dude, yes.
I don't
Did
really
that
care.
too.
Did the same thing to me.
So you have to watch Fritz Lang's M.
Yeah, Fritz Lang, or it'd be like
Metropolis.
But I'm like, let's watch Fritz the cat.
we're watching like Madonna music videos, and they're like, fucking the lion and Like a Virgin. And I'm like, I don't care what the lion means and Like a Virgin. Like,
Yeah, I get like Metropolis, but yeah, then you watch that. and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
Like, this is not history I need to know.
mhm. And then we had a professor that would just make the test so hard, and I'm like, why am I spending 6 hours a night studying for a test in film school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be an
making
You're not making something.
film.
But yeah, learning the true meaning of fucking, Metropolis, like all the, yeah.
Yeah.
Universities are ridiculous or stupid.
What did you go for? Broadcasting, right?
Broadcasting. I went for 1 year.
With that voice?
1 year, Oakland University.
See,
That was it.
that's a good idea.
Done.
Angela, what'd you go for?
Theater.
Ooh.
Oh.
And that's why she's a good actress.
Yeah, that
Thanks.
makes sense.
I actually did costume in school.
That makes sense too.
Well, you're also good at that.
Well, thank you.
Well, sorry for the compliments.
With the bigger budget, could do better.
Yeah.
I know you can.
More
You're-
time
believe in
on
you.
to work on a show, like
Yeah.
a big theater production. You have like months and months and months.
Did you dress Dave today? Because he looks good.
No,
I know, thank
he
you.
dresses himself.
Yes, I came in the White Men Can't Jump,
Oh yeah.
the whole ensemble, which is riding up on my back.
I don't want this.
What is it with the chair? I don't know. I like the chairs, but they ride up the shirt slowly over the show. I have to constantly pull my shirt down because it's trying to take it off. Show my big nipple.
I'm ready to play in the streets. There, I look better. See?
Oh, that's nice.
It rides up
at you.
my back like I'm hunched, and I'm not. I have very slight scoliosis. A guy tested me today at the dog park. We have.
Your medical coverage is great.
Yes, it was fantastic. He's also the one that gave me the shot. He's like, it's a steroid. And I was like, okay. Put his finger in me.
At the dog park?
Yeah.
Nobody filmed this?
It's where I live.
Ah.
I have a tent.
That's nice.
Well, it's more of a tent.
It's the culture now.
It is. It's a good
It
place
is.
to live.
The dog park?
Oh.
Yeah, nice neighbors,
Yeah, they're very friendly.
$3,000.
They lick your face, and then there's the dogs.
People drop a deuce more than the dogs do.
Barry.
Barry.
Drew Barrymore.
Oh, Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore left a sex list at Danny DeVito's house because we live in a time that I love, where it's like, I'm going to Danny DeVito's house. Might as well bring a list of people I fucked.
Hey, this happened in the past. This happened in the past.
What's that?
So it happened in the past when they were making the movie Duplex.
Really, with her?
Danny DeVito directed it. She was starring in it. And while they were doing that, I guess she went over for dinner or whatever and left her notebook of,
Why do you carry that?
Of suitors?
not suitors.
Just people
Past
she's been
People
with.
she hooked up with, yeah.
Her
How big
bang
is the list?
Apparently, it's a
a book.
notebook,
Oh,
It's
wow.
a book.
which means we all have a shot.
Mine would just be like a yellow sticky note that I'd just keep on my computer. I'm like, oh, that's the list right
I
there.
remember
A lot of vague names.
one name right there.
A lot of errands.
Yeah.
You're like,
Aaron, no last name.
Yeah.
Aaron T.
No, just-
Aaron M. Aaron L.
like, this is odd.
I met her at the library protest.
Yeah, it was good. We were locked in a library until we saw they had weapons, and I call it library.
library.
So she wrote, I made a list. It was back in the day, she said. I did it with paper and pen. Oh my God, I hate her. I wish I didn't. I don't want to because
Why?
I didn't hate her until she had a talk show. I don't hate. Hate's a strong word.
Yeah,
It's just her. It's her.
viciously dislike and
It's her voice. I'm the most disorganized person. I lose everything. I left it at someone's
No.
house. It was Danny DeVito's. That someone happened to be Danny DeVito, who at the time was directing the movie Duplex. Okay, so this is what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. So it turns out, yes, she did it again. She came clean in 2022, saying that she did admit to him. Oh, I guess this was on the show. That she left the list and she made a copy of it, and she was going to come. It was going to come in and put it in her autobiography, which is an odd.
No, DeVito was joking around about it and said that he made a copy of it.
I love DeVito.
He said he made a copy of it, was going to put it in his autobiography. And he goes, nah, I'm just kidding.
Do you think if DeVito added names, she would have known?
That would be funny.
Probably not.
Yeah,
would be
she would have been
DeVito.
fun if he just added. Yeah.
Must have been at Studio 54. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, how high was she when she wrote the list?
It's a spot-on voice. Was it the puppet from E.T.? I don't remember. Frank Stallone.
Steven Spielberg.
Okay. Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
She's so
Everyone in Karate Kid.
Did you know that the paper in this notebook is made out of trees?
That's why I left it. Jack the Ripper.
Was she trying to like brag to Danny DeVito? Like, look, like hey, I have sex.
Yeah.
He was on her show, and then she just happened to say, "Oh, I made a sex list, and I left it at your house." And then he goes to say, "This is hysterical." He goes, "No, I never came across it. I never saw it. Your secret is safe with me," which means he damn well has that sex list.
Oh, he has it. I think it has like a nice little lock, like a journal.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Diary.
Look up on eBay. See if you can find Drew Barrymore's sex list.
We should make one and put it on eBay.
We should.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's got to be pretty thick.
I
If
would
it's
imagine.
a book. I just odd that you would write a book.
Yeah.
I know.
I've never made a list of names. Again, it wouldn't be very,
Yeah.
wouldn't be that impressive. It's just like names and then like some whore. And I was on drugs.
Just some whore and the location.
And I don't remember. I think she had a dick.
You never know.
And I'll highlight
days.
she.
Question mark.
The pointy one.
The pointy dick. She had sex with me. What?
Huh?
Okay, I've not been with a lady.
You know,
Man.
no?
What?
Mm.
Undertack. You already know about Sierra whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you that. But what you need to know is about the fact that they brought you Undertack.
Mm-hmm.
They are a revolutionary boxer that changed the game. And not, I don't even know. I'm reading off this. I don't really need to. They're awesome.
Got to, dude.
I love
We've
them.
talked about it so much. And if you don't already have these underwear caressing your underbits, that's on you, man.
Yeah, it's pretty much your fault.
It's your fault. You could go right now to undertack.com and use promo code normal20. You get 20% off. But,
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, your sackadoodle-doo is just swinging in a cloud.
dude,
Yeah.
they have a warehouse where they slaughter angels and they take all of the feathers
Yeah.
and I don't know how they do it. It's a inside secret.
I don't
They
know.
don't tell me. But then they weave it into their
It's on the
cloth.
dark web. You can find it.
You can figure it out if you looked at it.
I don't even think it is. I bet you that our dark web can't even get to it, and they wouldn't even share that information because it's that comfortable. Because once they try on this underwear, they're so happy with the product, they want you to have it.
Yeah.
It's the only time the dark web comes together and enjoys the same thing, which
Yeah,
is
it's like
Undertack.
it's like Red Rooms, but instead of murdering people, it's great underwear.
It's moisture wicking. 50% more than any boxer you can name. Name a boxer.
One.
Joe
Muhammad
Louis.
Ali.
It's 50% more. 50% more than any one of those boxers. Less shaky. Any. Because it keeps it in place. It
Real
doesn't
guy.
have that shaky, boxy brain damage.
Liquid brain.
They stay in place. They're sturdy, comfortable, extra wide waistband, but they also pull in if you don't need the extra wide. It's no big deal. They got a great design, straightforward. They're durable, ultra light, fade resistant, which means they don't even look like they've been worn.
They look good.
They always look so fresh and so clean. Undertack.com. That's undertack.com. Get 20% off site wide.
Boom.
That means socks, joggers, t-shirts, sweatshirts.
Hoodies.
All made in America. 20%.com. Sorry, 20.
Undertack.com. Promo code normal20.
I was drooling from the excitement.
Because they're so comfortable, dude. We can't convey it enough.
20% off site wide when you use offer code normal20. Exceptional comfort. Twice the guarantee. A fraction of the price. Undertack.com. Spelled under TAC.com. Undertack.com. Offer code normal20.
That's for you.
Normal20.
That's for you.
Order right now. Heathens.
Very aggressive ad read.
No, but it's true. I want
Because
people
I
to
want
know.
them to be comfortable, Derek. I want them to be comfortable.
That's sweet of you.
I want people to know.
I could feel
Maybe they can enjoy it while enjoying some whiskey. And I don't know where that ad is.
It's right here, Derek.
Derek, why'd you call me that?
Wait, you drink the whiskeys, right?
I do drink the whiskeys. Yes, I do.
This is a company that makes the whiskeys, and I've had some of this whiskey.
Oh, Flying Ace Spirits.
Flying Ace Spirits.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a drinker, but Derek's been raving about it behind the wheel of my car.
Now I've lost the ad read.
Joking, Derek.
You were just so annoying. I'm like, please, just get in the back seat.
Please.
Out of my dreams.
Since 2007, Folds of Honor has provided life-changing scholarships to the spouses and children of America's fallen and disabled in combat. That's why we're using them. Oh, I'm sorry. And in 2023, this was extended to include the families of fallen first responders.
Yes.
They've awarded 51,000 scholarships and more than $200 million so far. That's pretty awesome, guys.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. That's why we're using them, because this is more than just a little bit of a drinky poo. This is people that give back.
Mm-hmm.
And the need is still great, but together we can make sure no qualified applicant is turned away. Flying Ace has aligned with Folds of Honor to ensure the children of our American heroes receive the education they deserve. As proud supporters of Folds of Honor, because we know the VA don't do crap,
They suck.
Flying Ace has provided the privilege of providing hope for the American families of those who protect our freedom. To that end, Flying Ace is proudly sponsoring 4 scholarships awarded quarterly just this year. Please, if you can, donate today to help them make a great impact. Go to flyingacespirits.com. That's flyingacespirits.com. Again, flyingacespirits.com, or scan the QR code on the screen right now. Right there. You see the QR code?
Scan it.
That is the one right up there. The link is also in the show description. And when you do that, you purchase a bottle of Flying Ace, and you will also be donating to the Folds of Honor. So you can either buy a bottle or you can donate directly. Either way, you're going to be donating and helping that out. You're going to be helping out children of those soldiers, which I think is absolutely amazing.
And first responders.
And first responders. So make sure you use promo code NORMALWORLD and get free shipping on every order. That's flyingacespirits.com. You don't have to pay for shipping when you're doing something good. Flyingacespirits.com, promo code NORMALWORLD.
Oh, beautiful, Dave. That was great.
That's good.
That was so good.
But I like when people do nice things, and I like to sponsor those people.
I think I'm going to start drinking that. So if my dad says, like, you drink too much, I'm like, I'm sending kids to school.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, he's going to appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
It's all like,
You can't say that you're helping kids get to school
yeah.
and also be an alcoholic. It's in the Bible, Corinthians.
Corinthians 7.
So, yeah.
It says, he shall be an alcoholic only if it's not sending kids to good.
Yeah, to good places.
It's my favorite verse in the Bible.
Yeah, that's why I have a tattoo on my lower back.
A tramp stamp?
That's the hottest tramp stamp ever.
Turns out it's
Bible verse.
grossly misquoted.
It's just
I'm getting a tattoo today.
I don't believe
Tramp
that.
stamp.
It's from the King Dave.
It's like Corinthians. It says Cornelius. You
much
got a really
shorter.
bad tattoo artist.
There's only 3 commandments.
You just pick the ones that are relevant to you.
It's a grab bag. You know.
Beavis and Butthead, folks.
Did you watch the sketch? Because I didn't watch the sketch because I'm allergic to
SNL.
Yeah, SNL.
On Tuesday night at the premiere, well, I watched the Shane one. On Tuesday night at the premiere of The Fall Guy in L.A., Ryan Gosling and Mikey Day appeared on the carpet together dressed as Beavis and Butthead, a nod to Saturday Night Live sketch they were in a few weeks back. After initially posing for photos in a mint green suit, Gosling disappeared while the rest of the cast did interviews. Gosling returned in a Death Rock t-shirt with a prosthetic nose and pompadour wig. Day stood next to him as Butthead. Ryan and Mikey on the red carpet. Here's a picture.
Guys, together, when you get the opportunity, guys, Mikey this way, Mikey, right on the right side, And one more time, straight ahead, please. And Beavis, this way.
It's the most awful story I've ever
One
had.
of those moving pictures.
I I
This
called
is
it
a motion picture. A talkie.
Yes.
They're trying to sell a movie, right?
They've
This
gotta
is
be.
obviously like a stunt to be like,
It
look.
was from their SNL skit. I think.
Yeah.
they
But I'm
did a
assuming
few
if they're
weeks ago.
out in
like a
public,
live action.
Yeah. Like what's his name? The Wild and Crazy Guys. They don't do that in public. Like this feels like a Hollywood stunt. Like people are gonna click on it and they're like, oh, we should cast them in a movie, make it live action.
because they've made so many because of MacGruber. Like, there's
MacGruber?
ones that didn't take off, but it's hilarious.
I love that movie.
Gruber's great.
Such a funny movie.
Great.
But yeah, there's like I think it was a chicken before the egg thing. Not in the sense we all know Beavis and Butthead was first, but I think the sketch did well. So then they're thinking like, well, maybe you got to get Mike
get
Judge
some
to sign
more.
off on it, and he does hold himself to a bit of a high standard with that stuff.
Also, I don't think the movie could work because the sketches they look like Beavis and Butthead, but they don't.
They're not Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, they're not Beavis
Yeah.
and Butthead. They talk normal, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
I think Gosling could pull off pretty much any character, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Dude, he's good in everything.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Nice Guys? One of the best.
Oh,
Dude,
that movie's
it's
so good.
It's like a perfect movie.
Got
so
crushed.
underrated, dude.
Yeah.
So sad.
Dude,
such
him
a
and
good
Russell Crowe is one of the best pairings.
Just comedic, yeah, just
Yeah.
comedic genius. Yeah.
So
Absolutely love that movie. That and we were talking about Pines earlier, but him and Ray Liotta and
Place Beyond
A
the
Place
Pines.
Behind the
Place
Pines.
Beyond- that's a really great movie.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, and that's one of those ones that it's okay that it's 3 hours,
Yeah.
which is rare.
It doesn't feel like
No, it
3
feels
hours, yeah.
it's a perfect
Yeah.
and Drive,
Oh, Drive.
Drive is.
dude. It's
That was an aesthetic. Everybody was walking around with those scorpion jackets and
My
stuff.
buddy Mike, he bought one. And he
Dum,
bought
dum,
one
dum,
way
dum,
too
dum,
small.
dum,
He's
dum,
like a
dum,
350
dum, dum, dum.
pounds.
Yeah.
He would walk around with that scorpion jacket. I'm like, Mike, you do not.
Like these
you're not-
totally me, dude.
Yeah, you're not pulling it off, man. You try to
me.
Ford Focus. Like, let's take the jacket off.
yeah. You should
He's buying driving gloves. He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah you should be dressed like Albert Brooks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's Albert Brooks though. What I love is he's menacing in that movie,
Oh, dude.
Dude.
Insane.
and he's
absolute villain.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he murders Breaking Bad. What's his name?
Oh, is it Bryan Cranston?
Bryan
Yeah.
Cranston. That's right.
And then also,
Because I knew that.
Ron Perlman is good, and he's usually I find him insufferable.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I just am not. I think it's his personality outside of.
I get
Outside of a
Leading
character,
in.
outside of a character, and
I'm
who
no
he is off
longer
stage.
able to separate the two people,
that. I get that.
and the fact that he looks like a gigantic ape.
Yes.
He looks like a snow ape.
That's what I love.
like-
about him. He's a weirdo.
He is a weirdo.
I love like
stump your
weirdo look.
toe.
Yeah.
And your toes like
Yeah.
on Perlman.
But I used to like him.
I loved him in Sons of Anarchy.
I liked the first couple seasons of Sons of Anarchy, and then
Right.
it's just like, all right,
went on too
it's
long.
enough. You know,
Then the
but,
two main characters fell in love. The whole.
yeah. Like, but I really enjoyed. Why am I blanking on her name? Who played Peggy Bundy?
Katie Katie
Segal.
Katie Segal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
from
she's
Futurama.
phenomenal.
She's great.
Like, she was great on. I thought she was really like the best part of that show because she was just this heartless woman.
I love when she would sing gospel.
Yes,
It's because her husband runs the show.
I just never
really?
bought the lead as a guy in a biker gang.
He's British.
Yeah.
The
he's
blonde kid?
Very British.
Like I liked Ron Perlman in it.
Uh-huh.
The one guy, I can't think of his name, but he has the goatee. He's great in almost everything. He's a character actor.
Yes. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Blue
about.
eyes, because that's like his trademark almost. But they're like kind of
Can't
menacing.
think of the guy.
But for
the
some,
villain in
but
everything.
Charlie Hanan or whatever,
Hunnam.
Yeah.
never bought him. The whole series, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That was the problem with the series to me. Although it did end well. A lot of series.
How did
now
it end?
When did it end?
Oh, how did it
I
end?
don't remember, but I remember not hating it.
He got
Okay.
hit by a truck. He was just
That's
like,
what it was.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He got hit by a bunch of bikes.
Yeah, and I remember
Full
it.
circle.
I just remember it ending in the way that Dexter didn't.
Dude, don't even get me started on
Dude,
Dexter,
Dexter's-
dude.
Oh, I had to stop
And
watching.
then they came back and tried to do it again. I didn't watch it.
Terrible.
I knew it was going to be
No,
terrible.
thank you.
No, pass.
Right after the Lithgow
me.
season, it should
Dexter,
have
can
ended.
you do that?
Right after Lithgow.
No. Oh, dude, yeah. Should have ended it right there.
You don't.
There's only
you don't-
two good seasons: first season and the fourth season. That's
Yes.
it. The two one in the middle.
No.
I didn't hang on board for that one.
You don't top Lithgow.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
In the Bible, I have it tattooed.
It's right above.
Yeah, right next to his tattoo.
Right above.
Stamp on the
It's in
Bible.
Leviticus. Because thou shalt not top Lithgow. on TV.
Scott's favorite actor.
Or in film.
He said it multiple times.
Say it
it's
all-
in there.
Or
It's
in
in
film.
the-
Harry and the Hendersons, come on, please. Oscar.
Because of Harry and the Hendersons.
Yes.
He's great in Ricochet.
Dude, it's awesome.
Oh, that was
Got
great.
so much range.
Yeah.
Him and Denzel.
Cliffhanger,
Mhm.
bro. Cliffhanger.
Mhm.
That silly accent, so good.
Dude, it just... No.
Third Rock.
Third Rock was good.
I love Third Rock.
I enjoyed
Rock was good.
Enjoyed it.
I would watch Third Rock from the Sun, Roseanne, King of the Hill. Like every
dude.
single Friday. It was like a Fox, whatever, those
King of the Hill was tight.
show blocks.
But would you guys watch a live action Beavis and Butthead movie? Because
No.
I watched the new
No.
movie they released at, and it's amazing.
I liked
It's
it
actually
a lot.
pretty
Mike
good.
Judge
And the
one?
show,
Yeah.
they like kind of revamped it, the show. But go on.
I would only do it if Mike Judge directed it. Like
Absolutely,
if it has to be Mike Judge, but I feel like if they're gonna make it like SNL, it's gonna be a little preachy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where Beavis and Butthead's like, it doesn't have to be preachy. Just
Just funny.
funny.
That's all you need to do.
It never was. It was just always about two
Two idiots.
idiots just in the world around them.
Yep.
Right.
And everyone was better than them, regardless of what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I saw Beavis and Butthead does
Does America.
in the theater, and
Oh,
I
dude,
loved
that's
it.
So awesome.
It was the best, and I had the soundtrack and everything, and it was just so much fun when they meet their obvious dads.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
My favorite's when he's talking to the old lady and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go play the slots," and he goes, "Beavis, she's gonna go bang slots."
Yeah, he's just going. There's a lot of sluts in Vegas.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play them all.
Yeah, there's plenty of sluts in Las
I
Vegas.
love that movie.
That was a great movie, and the new one I love too.
It was really good. I don't know. I feel like I feel envious of like your because you guys had so many great comedies, and I felt like my generation we lost it in like 2007, 2008.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it just-
absolutely.
It just sucks.
And we knew it because we knew what it was like to have 70s comedies
Yep.
where they kind of took off to where there was danger in film.
Yep.
Then we knew what it was like to have really soft 80s comedies, and
Yep.
then we watched it come back.
Mhm.
So we were really happy because we had like the Farley brothers, whatever.
Right.
Like we had them at their peak with like I saw Kingpin in the theater, I
that's
saw
cool.
Dumb and Dumber in the theater, like all that. And then you had Fargo with black comedies, but still great comedies.
Yeah.
So we were fully aware that we were living in kind of a pretty cool time in the 90s.
Black comedies like Soul Plane.
No. Although we were grateful
Like
for
Soul
them.
Man.
So man, yeah.
Barbershop.
Yeah.
My favorite black
yes.
comedy is Shaft.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, mine, if you want to go that way, Dolomite, probably.
Dolomite is great.
Dolomite is a fantastic film
Yeah.
and an accidental comedy.
Yeah.
Roots
then-
is my favorite.
What is
Roots.
Roots? That's a good one.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
As a classic. Way he said Toby.
It was so silly.
Every time.
Kills me.
Yeah, it wasn't even his name. He kept getting it wrong.
That'd be
I'm going to go with I'm going to get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you, Sucka is the best because Keenan invented a whole new genre of comedy that could be spoofed. I mean,
Mhm.
it was after Airplane, so you got to give it up. But it was
Yeah.
he kind of doubled down on what
Yeah.
could be made fun of.
Yep.
And then Don't Be a Menace
Menace.
is one of the funniest movies I think
I
ever.
love
Don't
that.
Be a Menace is so good.
Dude, there's not a second in it that's not a joke.
No.
It's that constant, like, everything's setting up a joke. You're waiting for that, and then joke. And there's no fat in those movies.
None. And it's just, I remember the scene out of Boys and the was like, I'm afraid to go back to jail. Lock me up. Throw away the key. I ain't afraid to fuck no man in his ass. And like, what'd you say? And he's like, no, I'm kidding y'all. What, you never been in a shower? Seen the suds drip down the crack of his ass?
Now, was this in the movies or was this you talking to a judge at one point
Talking to a judge.
during one of your arrests?
Yes, well, once. Hoes got to eat too. That's actually Boys in the Hood. But to spoof those movies because it simultaneously came out with Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Jersey Ride, Dead Presidents, like just these incredible films, and then to spoof blaxploitation, which was already a spoof of action movies, like all that stuff coming out in that group and in that time,
Hood movies.
dude. But it was all magic. Hood movies were great.
Hood
Dude.
movies are freaking awesome.
They don't make hood movies anymore.
I still want to get Prim on. Hey, if anybody knows who the YouTuber Prim's Hood movies,
Dude, Undercover
Please.
Brother. Have you ever seen
So
Undercover?
good.
shout to him.
It's so great.
So good, dude.
So great. But I think comedies, they're slowly coming back. I think
You have to.
I just miss going to the movie theater because the last like great comedy I think I saw in the theater was The Hangover. Me and some buddies snuck in.
Yeah,
Just being it's like being at a comedy show. You're in a room, 300
everybody's
people.
laughing.
Yeah, it's so great.
The last good comedy I saw, and I'm not even kidding, was Don't Suck. I went and saw it with it was with Matt Rife, Jamie Kennedy. He's in it, and I honestly expected to go into the theater and think it was terrible and just pretend it was good. And then I was like, wow, this is actually a good movie. Like, I actually really liked it. And it was because it was well written by a comic, put together by comedians.
Yep.
Matt was new to it, and he was just hilarious in it. And I was like, oh, it was a good movie. It was actually funny, and I was laughing out loud. But it was because it was written by a comic who had the instinct of a comic to write jokes throughout a movie.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And it wasn't ran through a Hollywood woke filter. It was done independently. So that's that and Beavis and Butthead. There's been very few that I've seen, but that was the last one in the theater I saw that I thought was funny.
Well, and Don't Suck also, too, ended up going through the woke filter. But what happened was Jamie Kennedy was pushing back on it because he was one of the executive producers in the thing. And so when he kept seeing what they were coming back with, the versions of the movie, he's like, guys, no. I'm not gonna put my name behind this if you keep watering this thing down and taking all the funny out.
But I think
they had a lot of great irreverent jokes in there that didn't even make the movie. As funny as it was, and I thought it came out great. But there were so many other great jokes that got cut. And when it got so hacked down, and Jamie was like, guys, I'm not doing this.
That sucks.
So they finally fixed it. So, which is
We just
great.
need more independent, more independent movies. This is a great time to do it now because the cost is so low to get a camera. Yeah. It's it's still a cost, but compared to what it used to be,
right?
You used to have to rent these film cameras and rent film stock, or buy film stock and use it up, and then get it developed. And there was this whole thing in the '90s about doing that. But now you can just get your phone, shoot a movie on your phone.
Well, the problem with this was that they wanted to get distribution. And so when they're trying to shop it to all these different companies to get distribution, again, you've got the Hollywood woke filter that's on top of it.
Yeah.
That's going to say, it's you can't say this, you can't do this, you can't do
get
that.
It if you cut that out, or
right?
Cut this out.
But don't you think these Hollywood systems, they're kind of dying? Because you see guys like Shane Gillis just breaking records everywhere he goes. And I feel like it's just showing that they have actual no morals or no backbone or no real opinion. Because now they're saying like, oh, these darker jokes, these kind of jokes are what people want to see. So now I think they're pushing it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think it at least shows that there's this giant independent audience that you can make money off of more than the Hollywood system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when the Hollywood system tries to get involved or curtail itself to it, like I think The Rock doing Joe's podcast is one that shows you that they're more coming to him. They don't know what to do anymore because they are losing money.
Yeah.
They don't understand, what people want. I think that's what SNL's problem was.
Yeah.
But it does show that there is this huge market out there for all kinds of things. And like when I started doing any kind of filmmaking, dude, I'm like 8 years old, 7 years old with my dad's Zenith camera in my backyard with my uncle, and nobody saw those videos. But later, like I used to get filmmaker. I used to get Filmmaker magazine.
Yeah.
And but it was like that where you'd have these giant cameras that you could rent that were so much money it was unimaginable.
Yeah.
And I remember reading about Kevin Smith after I watched Clerks, and I thought he was the guy playing
Randall?
The main character, yeah.
Because he was the funniest one in the movie. I didn't even realize the articles about Kevin Smith because they didn't show his picture of who wrote it and everything, and how they, what it cost. And because we were trying to make these like independent movies, just with nothing. And like figuring out how to make film and all, but there was like this boom going on, and I kind of feel like that's gonna happen again.
Coming back, man.
Yeah, like because I was only like I was 12, but I was I was old enough to go like, dude, I was going to the video store. I was getting like Reservoir Dogs. I was getting new copies of all these movies. I was getting
Desperado.
Yeah, when I was getting El Mariachi. Yeah, and
El Mariachi's
it's so good, dude. And then Bad Lieutenant and all these things that were very like Abel Ferrara movies from the 80s where he actually was the one who was still making stuff that was dangerous. And
you think there's something about the crucible that it was that you had to fight so hard to get a camera and get that film stock and get everybody in the same spot, and like the difficulties it takes to make a movie back then kind of made you a better filmmaker? I think that's also an issue we're seeing, is that the cost is so low, so now any old retard could do it.
Yeah,
You know,
I just think
we're not getting like the cream of the crop.
I just think like there's no more auteurs. Because if you look at it, the last 10 years, it was superhero, it was, superhero movie or franchise movie. So I feel like now we're going back to getting auteurs, because we were talking about before the show, Ari Aster, and Yorgos Lanthimos. These are people, whether you like their movies or not, they have a vision, they have a certain way of telling a story, they have certain styles.
They're unique.
Yorgos Lanthimos he writes some of the best dark comedies ever. The Lobster is so great.
So great, yeah.
And I feel like we're getting auteurs again where, I'm going to go see a Yorgos Lanthimos movie, not I'm just going to go see that movie, which I think I hope it's reassuring. I hope.
Well, I think the problem is we've gotten backed up with people who want to be famous and people that want to watch 30-second videos, but I think there needs to be an art to it again. And I think that's what I'm enjoying about comedy, too, is stand-up's an art again, where people care more about the art and less about, not necessarily.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crap. I'm not saying
Crowd work
there's not.
stuff, man, it's getting,
And it's what people want, though. I mean, if you want to be in an algorithm, you have to figure it out to do both. So it's like, I'll put up a clip of a crowd work thing, but then I'll put up 9 clips of my actual stand-up.
And I'm not saying about like I'm saying the audience.
Yes.
It's like sometimes you'll be having a good set and a lady in the front row yells something. I'm like, hey, you don't need to talk. And she's like, I'm helping you. And I'm like,
no, it's training the audience to not understand what comedy should be. It's training them where it's not an art and where they're helping. It's terrible. Yeah. No, I've been doing it for over 20 years. He's been doing it for 30. It's like you don't want that at all. It's a terrible thing. And that's a huge issue. But that's the problem now with that quick media of 15 seconds. Like, if we can rebuild it to where you're making a quality product, especially with comedy, where people are going to see it for the art of it, for seeing a good hour-and-a-half movie that they actually enjoy, I think it can be amazing again. I think you can see that resurgence. But so much is just people wanting to be famous for a 30-second video or be an influencer, and it's just nothing.
Well, and to your point with that, as far as the comedy goes with the crowd work stuff, everybody sees these clips on TikTok and they see them on YouTube and they see it on Instagram. And the audience members who are watching this stuff are thinking, oh, next comedy show I go to, maybe I'm going to go see Tony's show and I'm going to throw something in and he's going to post my clip on Instagram and I'm going to be famous because he's going to be talking to me. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. Yeah. So it's
never show the audience.
Yeah, exactly. They never show the audience. It's not about your voice of you being an idiot is heard through everybody's cell phone. But yeah, I think it's just gotten ridiculous in terms of training the audience to, how to be a douchey audience member.
Of course. That's what he's saying. That's the issue. Is it's not teaching people to enjoy the art of stand-up. Yeah, it's teaching people to enjoy the art of heckling.
Yeah,
it sucks. It sucks for the audience too. Like unless the comedian is like really, really good and can just destroy them, most of the time it's just like, okay, can you please shut up? If you're trying to watch this,
if you're conducting a crowd to weave in and out of bits, that's one thing.
Yeah.
If there's a certain way that you're handling it and you're making it a conversation, a smaller room, there's variations of it. If it's this full crowd work thing where you're just riling up an audience to get viral clips, which is so obvious, it's rough, dude.
The worst is doing like showcase shows and having a comic up with like a lapel mic, and he's obviously just searching for 20 seconds. So it's like 9 minutes of just bombing, and he's just waiting for 20 seconds. I'm like, you're ruining the show to get 300 likes? That's crazy to me. You're ruining, like, these are real people in a room that you could entertain, but you'd rather entertain someone at home with, like, Cheeto dust on their shirt. It's, like, crazy to me.
Yeah, and to sell tickets to your nothing.
Yeah,
it makes
sense. Like, I think we have both. So you have really great comedians out there doing the work, but then you have, like, a deluge of the opposite. Yeah. The same thing with film, same thing with TV and making videos and all that kind of thing. You have a million people that are not very good at it, but every once in a while you'll get that one person that's the good one that can go that distance. It's just harder to find because there's so many people making things. Yeah. Just the internet. That's how it is.
Before we get out of here, I do want to mention.
Oh, this is a sad one.
I know. Another dead whistleblower at Boeing.
Man.
Oh, man. I like to bring this up before I fly.
Yeah.
On a Boeing plane.
Check your flights
tomorrow.
Yep. Joshua Dean, a 45-year-old heir to the sausage fortune. Former
Quality auditor?
Quality auditor.
So if anybody knows some stuff,
Not the best at his job.
Joshua. No, that was the last one. The last one was an auditor, and he was like, "Hey, there's all this stuff messing up," and then they were ignoring him.
Yep.
And then they didn't ignore him.
Yep. No good.
I mean, he killed himself.
Well, and that's what
Did you hear about
happened
that?
is
Yes.
he was an auditor for Boeing, the supplier at Spirit Aerosystems, which is the Spirit, the well-known, beautiful airline.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love Flying Spirit.
Well, everybody does.
It's
great.
the best.
The best smelling airline, ranked 10 years in a row. He had flagged some safety concerns by the manufacturer Boeing, and he died Tuesday morning after a sudden and severe infection. People say
Weird.
people are calling it a suicide. There's really no proof except for the fact that there may have been some needle marks allegedly, and he was completely healthy hours before. It's not important.
No.
I heard he flew on a Spirit flight and got sick.
Well, then it certainly was not a suicide.
Flying.
They
Place to
did
place.
force him to get on the plane. They're like, "You're gonna get on that plane."
Yes.
It was a whole plane full of people from Alabama, and they're like, "You're getting on that fucking plane." And
Yep. And then his hands and feet began to.
No, they were black.
They were
From
black.
lack of oxygen.
They were black.
Yes,
Lack of
so
oxygen.
a CT scan
So he's
showed that he
racist.
suffered a stroke as well.
Ah,
And his hands and feet turned black from lack of oxygen.
I see. So he suffered from a bacterial infection called bag around mouth.
Called he know too much.
It's going around.
Yeah, called too much information.
That's
TMI.
Yes.
yeah.
TMI.
From the
Right now, we do
Ds.
have another whistleblower, though, on the phone. It is the grandson of the Boeing family, actually. I hope he doesn't get in trouble for this.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Are you there, Theodore Boeing? Are you there?
Dave and Quarter Black, it's me, Theodore Prescott Boeing, and I must let you know what's going on inside of Granddad's company.
Are you feeling suicidal at all?
I'm not suicidal. Why?
There's a belt around your neck.
Well, I didn't
What's that thing?
put a belt around my neck.
But there's one.
What? No! This wasn't me doing this! Yeah.
Oh, can we?
Oh my.
Graphic.
Sad.
we lost another one.
Oh boy, there is something going on at that company that is contagious.
Man,
That is clearly
should've
an
gotten
infection.
therapy.
Yes, that is definitely very rough to treat, and I'd like to be the first to say that I think Boeing's on the up and up.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh. And that brings us to the end of the world.
Oh.
Hey, before we do the end of the world, Davey, where can people see you?
Well, people can see me this weekend with Derek Richards at the
Chandler Center for the Performing Arts.
in Phoenix.
Chandler, Arizona, right outside Phoenix.
And I'm going to say in Henderson, Kentucky, you can see me and Michael Loftus. We're going to be at a theater. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but if you go to davelandau.com, you can go ahead there, get them. And then Cleveland, Ohio, May 31st through June 1st at Hilarities. Hilarities Comedy Club inside of Pickwick and Frolic.
Ooh.
And I will be at Traverse City Comedy Club in Traverse City, Michigan, May 31st and June 1st.
And where can we see you, my friend?
You can see me at the Comedy Mothership, and then I think in September I'm gonna go to Tampa. I'm gonna be at Side Splitters again. So
That is a great room.
I love that room.
I'm going to be there in July.
Oh, July.
Side Splitters.
And then I'm going on the road with Cam Patterson all summer long. So from Kill Tony. So
Yeah, Cam's
Nice.
great.
Awesome.
We've had his uncle on the show.
oh yeah, David Jolly. Oh,
I love
Jolly's the
David.
man.
Yeah, he's the best.
No, that's right.
Well, just remember where you came from.
I will
Right here.
Right here.
And
never
Mothership.
forget you, Garrett.
Oh, thank you.
That's what he needed.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Really need that one.
Is he doing the Killers of Tony tour? I know David is.
I think he might be. I don't know.
Okay. That's going to be a fun one. If you're around, I know they're doing St. Andrews Hall in Detroit, so that'll be a fun show. Check that out. Where can we find you, Garrett?
On my channel, Quarter Black Garrett on YouTube, and Nerdrotic channel on Fridays, where we do a show called Friday Night Tights, talk about pop culture and, you know, all the woke crap that's in movies these days.
All right. And Derek Richards.
Well, of course, with you in Billings, Montana, coming up at the Alberta Bear Theater on
B-A-I-R.
on May B-A-I-R, not B-E-A-R.
Or B-A-R-E.
Get it right.
B-A-I-R, Alberta Bear Theater, Billings, Montana, on May 11th.
And
then
probably
check out,
here in 3 weeks. Sorry.
Probably.
Or next week.
Maybe. Whatever.
I love it when you're here.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, you are going to be here Tuesday, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Then also check out One for the Road. It's a documentary on the Irish comedy tour that is out on YouTube right now, as well as Amazon.
Is Michael Malone on that tour?
Yes.
I love Michael.
He shot the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
He shot it, put the whole thing together. It was his brainchild.
Oh, that's
and,
awesome.
Yeah, he just has a great vision, great eye for that stuff, and just a great guy.
Michael.
Are you okay?
That was, yeah.
Is the Boeing stuff? You have a stroke?
Me? Oh, him?
No.
Yes.
I had a small stroke, but it was this morning. I just forgot 8 people's names.
Oh.
I think. I woke up on my floor.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I was in the downward dog position. My mailman was tipping me.
That dog park. It makes sense that you woke up that way.
You know where I
Mailman
live.
getting his revenge.
That's how I get my mail. If my mail is always come.
Spelled M-A-L-E.
Special delivery. No stamp required. Free shipping.
We got your tax returns today.
That's pretty much my tax return.
Open up.
I would rather get that.
The tax man is here.
Than what the IRS normally sends you?
Yeah, just get yeah. I would rather get that. We're just gonna rape you this year. Oh, that's great.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Like last year?
That is way cheaper.
I can buy 2 cars.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Oh Lord, a better memory, save time.
Yeah.
All right, so here's our question. If Danny DeVito left a book of sexual partners, and we mean The Side of Love because we love Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
At Drew Barrymore's house, who would be in it?
Oh.
QB.
A threesome with 2 of the Golden Girls.
Ooh.
Oh, I bet you're right.
Yeah. Betty White, Smoke Show.
I bet you back in the day. He's been around since the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in his 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been around since Taxi.
That's right.
I'm going to say a lot of him-sized pillows.
Yeah.
Aren't those just regular pillows?
I like that.
Yeah,
Just like.
that's fair.
What you got, Tony?
I would say it would be a foursome with the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia crew.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the way he got on the show. He's like,
Yeah.
you guys have to give me a little tax return first.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that bird.
yeah. You gotta fucking. yeah.
Signed, sealed, delivered on the door.
Because I'll do your show, but I'm from old Hollywood.
One condition.
I'm going to go with a foot-long Jersey Mike's cheesesteak.
I like it. Why not?
I believe that.
I'm going to say Peter Dinklage's wife.
That's why he's so mad.
At least twice.
That's why he's so mad.
Did she like Houdini him?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You mean punch him in his gut? Kill him?
Danny offers up his ex, and Peter's like, nah, we're good. I'll just let you. He's like, you don't want to bang Rhea Perlman? No.
Ugh. I'm going to pass.
No, it's fine. I'll just have sex with one of her shoes. Thank you all for tuning in.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.